Hello and welcome to another GWENT video. Today we're taking a look at a SIHIL deck. It's a bit of a meme, but I've been trying to make it competitive as possible. Um, this is a card that doesn't really see play, and it definitely has some major downsides. You can sort of keep it from being able to gain its value by denying the tokens on the other side of the board, as well as it being bled. If you don't have round control with it, it's very difficult to still be able to win. But I've been having fun with this deck. I think it's pretty interesting. It's definitely way better from Red Coin. It is built in a way where you're guaranteed to draw this. I think in like 99% of your games, or to have access to it. And the other thing with this card is, you want to make your deck around playing bronzes. You want to be playing a lot of bronze cards, because this card plays bronzes, right? Play a bronze from your hand, and then move this back to your hand. So you want to play this as many times as possible. You want to play high value bronze cards along with it. And you want golds that synergize around this in such a way, right? So we have tier starting out at the top, and we have a warrior package with King Bran, right? King Bran makes all your bronzes stronger. He also synergizes where he gains a boost whenever you deal excess damage. You're dealing a lot of damage in this deck. A lot of times you're using the SIHIL to kill a 2 or a 1 or whatever it may be. But you're going a little bit overboard with damage, and it registers as carryover on Bran. So a lot of times in this deck, Brand's playing for like 14, 15 points on his deploy in round 3. It's pretty good. Then with your tier is going to benefit from your Bran. This card, obviously, we're playing the second form. It's going to move a bronze non-neutral unit from your graveyard to your hand, and then you're going to discard a card. So you're basically going to play this like second to last. Whenever your SIHIL is out of bronze targets, and this just becomes a deal 3 card. You don't want it anymore. So tier is just incredibly synergistic with it. It's going to be able to discard the SIHIL at the end of the game and bring you a juiced up greatsword usually to your hand. This is generally the target for it, but sometimes it might be a juiced up invader as well. And that's what we have Dragbon do for. This is going to trigger your veteran and make the base strength of the units larger, engrave. Since you don't want to be playing golds very much from hand, you want to play as many bronzes as possible. Drake is definitely your target for playing him as the first move of the game, because you can't play SIHIL anyway, since due to its initiative, meaning that you can't use order abilities at all before playing this card, or else this will evaporate and you'll lose the game. So we open out the game with Drag. You generally use your two leader charges, depending on the matchup, and those 2 leader charges, like maybe 1 on each row. After using the drag, then you can click him and increase the veteran start getting one of your warriors a lot stronger in the grave. On the next turn, you're going to start growing your SIHIL, so you'll start targeting those tokens and playing bronze cards, such as your warriors, your invaders, your greatsword, whatever it may be, and growing the SIHIL until it becomes the masterful SIHIL, where you no longer need to worry about the initiative, which makes everything much easier once you get there. Oftentimes, you're going to have to commit your full leader just to get there, unless your opponent is something like Symbiosis or a type of deck that swarms low units, where you can easily get the 3rd proc. It's mainly like once this is up to dealing 3, it will deal 3, and then it'll transform into Masterful. So sometimes you can get away with not using the full leader, but a lot of times you're going to have to, and that's fine. From Red Coin. From blue, it doesn't feel so good, and that's definitely the major downside of this deck, is something like you're playing into a deck that plays carryover from Red Coin, and they have ability to boost tokens, so you have to use your whole leader, and they're boosting up the tokens to try and deny the SIHIL, and you're spending your leader into a deck that's just playing carryover and not committing anything, and then you have no leader for the rest of the game. That makes it very difficult, and that's sort of why this deck is not. I wouldn't. It's not going to be classified as something that's going to like climb you to like past 2,500 in pro rank or something like that. This deck's pretty. It's just fun to play, in my opinion, and it's different. Just something to mix it up. So that's why we're doing it. But just to go through a little bit more of the inclusions, you have to get SIHIL. It's essential that you have access to it in round one of any game, red or blue. So for that reason, we have like a million tutors to get to it. We have Alvalok, which is going to be able to tutor Land of a Thousand Fables. This plays a special card from your deck. So you also have Decree, but Decree is a little bit of a double-sided thing where generally you're going to have one of Avalok, Fables, or SIHIL. Decree also helps with just opening with Drag, which we like to do because Drag is not good in later rounds. So that's why the tutors are the way they are. Then we have Knickers and Roach. These are just points that come to your board, help you win round one. And like I was saying earlier, you don't really want a bunch of gold cards that you have to play from hand. You just want gold power that can come into the deck or can increase your bronze power. And these just jump out of your deck. They thin, increase consistency, and you play SIHIL and bronzes, right? Other than that, Great Swords, very strong card in this deck with the veteran. They're going to go up to like 13 on their own. And they synergize with SIHIL and a bunch of your other cards like Witchers and Raiders and all of these, right? We do have a one-off Spores in this deck. It's because there's no other access to Tall Punish with it. So the Spores often comes in handy. And if not, you're not going to play two cards in this deck. So you don't need to play it if it's not good. Or you can, if it's not going to be good in the matchup, you can toss it with the Mask. Next, I wanted to point out Bear Witcher. This card is going to be very strong in this deck. It's really good, right? Because when you combo it with your Masterful SIHIL, it's doing 6 damage of removal, and it's basically a 6-point body plus a Mastercrafted Spear. That's essentially how it plays with SIHIL. So it's insanely good. It also, the way it interacts with SIHIL and its adrenaline, you can actually play this card with you can treat this card as having adrenaline 5 instead of adrenaline 4 when you use SIHIL, because the way SIHIL works is it plays a bronze from your hand. So you play the bronze. So you play this card, hits this. This card is no longer in your hand. Then you play the bronze. Once you play the bronze, the SIHIL moves back afterwards, right? So essentially 2 cards come out of your hand when you play this, which increases the adrenaline range on Bear Witcher and makes it even stronger because you can play it earlier in the round by a turn, and it's definitely a significant difference in strength to an already very strong card, right? Then the last thing to really talk about is Ivo of Belhaven. This card is okay. Mainly, it's great in a long round, but it's not that good. If you're getting bled and things like that, it really hurts to have. But when you're playing SIHIL, this increases its value every time you play a card. There's a lot of ways that we play multiple cards a turn, right? We're playing SIHIL, and then you play the bronzes. Also, Freya's plays 2 cards at once, so SIHIL into Freya's is +3 on it. So over a long round, it's going to get really good value, not quite like Nilfgaard, Ivo, and Slave with like slave drivers and stuff. It's not quite that much value, but it definitely is like 18 or 19 points for 9. It's around there. And that's good. It's pretty good, right? So we are running it for that reason. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the overview. And just to mention, it's incredibly consistent, this deck. the way it's set up currently set up, it's going to thin down to where you see every card in your deck, so you don't need to worry too much about using Decree early or anything like that. As long as you get your thinning done, you will be good to go, and you won't miss any cards by round 3. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and next we'll just jump into some games. All right, so looks like we've got aristocrats. So we just like to lead with Drake because we obviously can't proc the SIHIL, so it's fine to it's good to be able to play this type of a gold with that's worth carryover. Um, we're gonna take the invader for him as opposed to something else, and we need to make sure to remember to get a couple sirens down here. Sometimes you can forget, and then you're in big trouble. So don't want to forget to do this first because this card's initiative, and the first 3 triggers of it, you need to be very, very particular about it. So I think we'll play the Raiders next. Yeah, this is fine. Continue boosting this. We'll probably go for the Greatsword next. We may throw the Spores, but we may keep it as well. It's probably better later on. Maybe we'll mull the Brockvar Warrior, but it also helps set up the SIHIL early on. So those are all good options. There's a Battle Stations. It's an interesting inclusion for an imposter list. You don't normally see that. Imposter, huh? With tactics. Okay. Okay, so he's going to be able to kill off the Drake, unfortunately, so we won't be able to grow our invader anymore. We did get 2 clicks on it, which is better than nothing. We're going to take this on here because it's carryover. We will play the Greatsword. We'll click here. We'll also use this. We're going to toss one of these one of these warriors. It's a big commitment, right? Maybe he's shuffling it back. It's like a double deck. Okay, a Fion. It's pretty unusual, right? So let me keep going. Let's go here. We'll probably gonna take a res on the invader. We could also just hit here and here. Could also spores it. Not sure what he's going for here. Not sure what the defender's for, but certainly don't like it. Don't like seeing that. Let's take the spores on it. Don't know what we're in for here, but some sort of Iterin. Okay, this is a some sort of spam, Iterin spam deck that we need to kill everything here. So let's go here. We're going to take the Brockvar Warrior. Yeah. And we'll start killing everything next turn. Play this. Okay. Okay. Probably just go here and here, kill the Iteran. Is that worth doing? It's better just to try to kill as many practitioners as possible. We could tier this one. He's got a lot of practitioners here. A little worried. We do have veiled units, so that can be really good versus this. And we probably do take the tier maybe. But I'm not sure he can get out, right? The Vilg. He's down by a lot. 20, 22. He's down by 22. He can Vilg and then take something else, but I don't think he can win the round. So I think he's lost. If I'm doing the math correctly, I don't see, he could like Joachim into the Vilg. It's possible. He might have some sort of assimilate where he can get the points, but I don't see how he gets the Vilg played onto the Tibor. He needs the Tibor in hand, and then he needs to Vilg, right? Get the Tibor into the deck. Okay. Then he gets what? He loses a card down. Okay. That's good. Let's go here. We're going to go full leader. We're going to play the Sage into this, into this, into this, into this, into this. And we'll get some of the Veil on the board. Oh, this is good. We got this. We're actually going to probably just Megascope the Veiled unit, right? So that his procs don't do anything. Yeah. And we'll just keep playing. We might just, play this Ivo here. It's just worth points. But we could wait a turn. We could play this first. Or we could just play the Ivo here. I don't think it's getting better in this matchup. Yeah, so we get all the Tibors out. Game's over. We are milled here, but it's fine. Can we win? We could take our invader here and play it. But we don't have much points, right? These are only 6. This is only 6. 18 between all of these while these are ticking. These are worth a lot. Just going to go into next round. It'll be 6 versus 3 with no Tibor. And I just feel like the SIHIL will be active. We'll be able to actually get points off of it. So I don't think it's where we have any threat. I just don't want to have to do the math, to be honest, in that last round. I know he's out of Tibors now, so we're winning. Yeah, we just lose a hill here and take a great sword, and then we just kill things again. Even though we're milled, we're still up 3 cards, so should be fine. Go here and here. Unfortunately, we don't have any Freyas left. That would have been really good. Another Freya we would have been able to get off cleanly. But it doesn't matter. There's no way for him to beat Tyr. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Go here and here. Kill this. He'll probably disconnect, I'm imagining. It's usually what these players do. So we're just going to try to pass as soon as possible. To avoid that, we do. That's good. Okay, we've had yet another matchup against Arrakis Swarm. There's a lot of memes on the ladder lately. Today, I guess. Don't know if it will be, but we've been seeing a lot of Arrakis Swarm, no unit, different things like that. Okay, so unfortunately we got a lot of really unplayable cards in our hand. It's not good. Let's get rid of that. Then we'll get rid of this for now. Okay. Take the Avalok in next round or in round 3. Okay. Hive Mind. Yeah. Fortunately, we're missing the Drake, which kind of is sad, but what we can do is just gain a little more value off of the Greatsword with this. Probably gets pred dived. Such is life. Imagine it immediately gets pred dived, right? We'll play another one. Yeah, shocker. Yeah, and we also don't have anything to interact with that card, fortunately. So yeah, we're hurting, not feeling good here. We'll have to go here, and we'll have to go full leader. Oftentimes, you do have to go full leader just to try to preserve your tokens to ping, which is definitely the major weakness of this deck. Okay, now he's giving us some drones at least, so that's good. We are on red coin here. He's burning through his hive mind. Okay, and he's burning through his leaders as well, so it should be good for us. If we do trade leaders, then we might trade hive mind out. Should be fine. It looks like it's Tatterwing then, right? Yeah, he's going really hard to try and answer these cards, but yeah. Just keep going. Next turn, we can use the SIHIL to kill the warrior. We can use it to kill this warrior, and then it can kill this. It can hit this down. But we probably can't play for that many turns, but we'll see. See what happens. See if he uses these. Does. Okay, that's good. That means our greatsword probably can survive. Let's see, Sir Kwanzaa. Okay, now we have our masterful SIHIL. We don't have to worry about the initiative anymore. You have to be very careful beforehand to make sure that you're not interrupting that. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to take this on maybe this. But it seems like, if he's going for it, if he's going for the Laura, we're not going to be able to keep up with points, so we'll have to get out. Too many golds in our hand. We need to mulligan this and this and this. The brand, We get the first Laura, which is really good. We'll pass on that. Unfortunately, in a shorter round, the Ivo's really underwhelming. But, yeah, if we get pushed real hard here, maybe we can survive. We'll get rid of the SIHIL first, and then the brand second. Okay, it's fine. You don't really want to play golds from hand in this deck, interestingly enough. You want your deck to be playing SIHIL into bronzes, because it just adds 3 on all your bronzes, so you want... yeah, that's why the deck is built this way. We will start with this. Let me just see what I want to toss. Probably a Barakvar Warrior, but we could also consider the Raider. But the Raider's very good, so maybe we just keep it for next round and throw the Warrior. And start boosting maybe one of these greatswords. Yeah. We could also just go for this Raider. We probably aren't going to have last say. Something a little smaller. I'm going to try this out. Okay. Interesting. Make a big Raider. Ivo's only at 6 here, but it gained a lot there. Okay. Okay. Very interesting inclusion there. It's not a card I've really ever seen. I think we'll go for our Bran here. Maybe we'll play the SIHIL in the slash first, though. Yeah, I think so. Interesting. Okay. Not a very big Laura. It's very small. But nevertheless, this is pretty intense push. He can definitely win here if he plays accurately. So it's really going to be up to what our opponent chooses to do, how they choose to play. But yeah, we should be losing here pretty badly, right? Because we're stuck with the SIHIL in hand. That's why this deck really wants round control, and you want to be able to jam this last. But, we'll try our best to try and survive here. Maybe he'll accept getting out, but I doubt it. Right. +14. It's one of the worst things we can get, right? I was looking for like a G Pro or something like that, but yeah, it just is what it is there. Tatterwing's very difficult for this to match up into. Tatterwing's a super strong deck. Okay, up against vampires. Nice. This is Renfrey. That's what I've been seeing, Renfrey vampires down here. This is actually pretty good, right? You get all the thinning done. You can use Sage to get the other card. To go here, and then got like all the thinning we need. You can get a great sword in there. We'll just keep it so that we don't brick. Okay. Oh, that's larva. Larva is good, right? But you don't usually see that. Oh boy, sometimes I forget. Could Crystal Skull one and do something with the other one, so we probably should have just gone full leader. Muzzle. Very cool. Very nice. Let's try to conserve our leader if we can. Kill the larvas off. Kill this one and then go hit it with something else. Okay. Protects it. Gives us the round. Very nice. After committing muzzle. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go in here. This is the problem with this card, is it's like you never want to bleed. So maybe that's what we don't like. I don't know. I don't really love this in this. It really limits you in terms of your options. But let's play this and then we'll pass. Yeah. Okay. We need decree. Let's go. It's possible we can win this. We do still have leader. Got a long round. We have a last say with Ivo. Should be quite large. He might have difficulties answering tier. Okay. Udaya back row. It's different. Could we go here into greatsword? I'm a leader. You can go shoot, destroy random enemy. Be good. He locks that. Take the megascope on it. Okay, he takes a Geralt. Interesting. I'm gonna hold this. If he wants to use an answer for it, he should. Be good for us. Yeah, it sort of helps us answer this like kind of conveniently, right? Gets us down into range where we can kill it. Okay. I think we're gonna, at this point, we're probably gonna end up going for the tier, going for Freya. He used a lock. He used muzzle. He used Geralt. I guess he could have Shupe lock. Shupe lock could do something. It's okay, right? We'll just spores onto it. Okay, heat waves it. It's great. I don't know. I think it's unlikely. I mean, he could have Shupe, but he'll have to Shupe lock. That's worth it. Take a 14-point greatsword. Get rid of the SIHIL. Yep. See if he can answer this too. He might be able to. Seems like he's running a lot of control. Naglfar. There's the Shupe. Gonna have to take lock. Damage 4, so we get it off. Don't know why he did that. This is the most, right? Maybe this is 14 plus 2. It's like the same, but it goes a little shorter. Yeah. Nice. I don't know how big Ivo was, but we had some big finishers who were winning that game. We were definitely winning. So, yeah. That'll do it for this video. We'll have a very long climb back due to playing SIHIL. But thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great day.